Joe, Chris Young batting second today. Just a product of how well he's swinging the bat.
Yeah, especially against left-handers. He's been one of our most dangerous hitters against left-handers, so I decided to move him up.
What do you think about what he's done, really, like all season against left-handers, but overall over the last 8-9 games?
He's just played extremely well, and we talked about his versatility for us and the different things that we can do with him, and how explosive his bat can be. And you get a huge hit from him last night, and it helps us win the game 3-2.
With the amount of outfielders you've gone through trying to fill in for Jacoby Ellsbury, how vital has he been to this roster?
Well, he's been extremely important, and he's had some really good months for us where he's been as productive as anyone, and that's what he's doing again in the month of June.
He said yesterday about Tanaka that he didn't have command of his fastball, didn't have his splitter. What do you look for early to know that he's the old Tanaka?
Well, I think the command of the fastball is important, especially against this club, because if you make mistakes, a lot of times they hit it out of the ballpark. They lead the American League in home runs, so you got to keep them in the ballpark.
Worrying about guys coming home didn't seem to matter yesterday.
No, it seemed to work pretty well, so I'm going to remind Chris Young that he's still home. Can't really do much with Evo today, but he's still home and continue to play well.
Have you found yourself just having to play with that two spot since Ellsbury's out, just to find the hot hand?
Well, no, I've been using Headley a lot there, but with the way he's swinging against left-handers, I just decided to flip-flop it today, and I'll move Head back there tomorrow.
Joe Ellsbury out there now. Are you going to watch any of that, or would you decide what's next?
No, the next 2 days are kind of important. If we can get through these couple of days where he does well, I mean, then we could really start to talk about a rehab assignment, and then you're talking about it getting pretty close. So these next 2 days are important, the running and being able to go 100%.
How many at-bats do you think he needs in a rehab?
He doesn't need that many. So we'll evaluate that. I mean, it's really hard to tell because you gotta really know how a guy's feeling. If he feels good at the plate, sometimes they don't need many. If they don't feel good, they may want a few more. So I don't ever put a number on it. I think the important thing is once he plays, how does he feel the next day? That's the important thing for me. We've done okay. We've definitely missed him. And we've had a number of people that we've tried to use in his absence, and he's not a guy that you can really replace. But I give our guys a lot of credit. They played pretty well, whether it was Slade or it was Mason or Chris Young has done a really good job. But you can't replace him. You can just hope to put someone in there that can do their job, and they've been doing it.
Is the start of the next homestand realistic?
Yeah, I mean, it's something you could think about, but I think we're starting to get ahead of ourselves a little bit. We got to see how he does the next 2 days, and then how he responds once he starts playing.
Joe, so he'll run today and tomorrow?
And tomorrow.
Okay. And then he'll see how he feels on Monday and then make a decision.
Make a decision.
But he won't go to Anaheim, I wouldn't think?
If everything's good, it would be silly to take him to Anaheim for a day or two, if everything's good.
Any indication when Miller will get back on a mound? I know he's doing the throwing program.
No, he threw again today. He threw a little bit over 100 feet, 45 throws. See how he feels tomorrow, and we'll go from there. I got to see what Stevie Donahue thinks and where Larry thinks he's at.
You were talking the other day just about the hill out center field. Is there anything in particular you have the center fielders do to prepare for it, or?
Well, I tell our pitchers not to let guys hit the ball up there. I mean, it's really hard to train. I mean, it's not like I can take them in the backyard and create a hill. So, I mean, you have them go out there and BP, and you have them shag and do the best they can, and you hope a guy doesn't hit a ball up there.
Joe, do you notice any difference in Tanaka in the days between his starts when he's coming off of a good one versus coming off of a bad one?
Well, guys might do a little bit more work on where they struggled with their, the pitches that they struggled with. But from a personality standpoint, no. But they might do a little bit more work. They might want to get after this. If they struggled with a curveball, they might throw a few more curveballs. That's what guys do.